guys, Danielle here from Sunstone Bodyworks. I wanted to do something new today. I wanted to go over a meditation for your root chakra. And so I actually gathered up a couple of my go-to crystals that I like to use, because those of you who know me, I love using crystals because it just helps balance out your energy system a lot faster than if you were to do it alone. You can totally do it alone, and you totally don't have to use any crystals at all. But if you're like me and you don't have a lot of time during the day, and sometimes I just can't focus for longer than 5 or 10 minutes. And you know what? Screw it. It's fine. I'm completely fine with that. So I use crystals that help me, and it makes me feel better about, what some would say are my shortcomings. So whatever. So my go-to is black tourmaline, and I'll hold this one a little bit closer here so you can see that. If this is a raw piece, I'm always drawn to the raw pieces because you can see the imperfections in them, and there's just something about a crystal with an imperfection that I just love. But for some people, a tumbled one would be a lot easier because you can see in this, it has like the slats right here. Sometimes the pieces can come off and crumble off. So this is a little bit more fragile than a tumbled piece would be. And then I have a hematite right here, which I love hematites also. I actually have, let me see if I have it. I have this necklace right here that I wear every day to work, whether I'm doing massage or energy work, it doesn't matter. I always like to have this because it helps me stay grounded, and it actually transmutes energy coming at you, and I tend to absorb energy from other people, so this crystal helps a lot with that. And then I always pair it with a clear quartz. So a clear quartz is an amplifier, and a lot of people will say to always use them, but I actually know a few people who don't agree with the energy of the clear quartz. It's just too much energy at once. So listen to yourself. If when you pick up a clear quartz, it just, you just don't like it, or it's too strong, then don't use it. Just use your hematite, or use, your tourmaline all by themselves. Or you can put the hematite and tourmaline together. I like to do that a lot. If you feel like you want an amplifier, let me see if I have a piece right here. I have my handy dandy little bag of crystal healing crystals in here. You can get a smoky quartz. So smoky quartz is a clear quartz crystal that just was darkened up by the earth. And I believe that this will help to amplify your other ones as well, but softer. So, if you want to use a quartz crystal because you feel like you want to amplify the energy of your other crystal that you're using, but the clear quartz is too strong for you, just use a smoky quartz. Anyways, so what I usually do is I have a smaller, so I also have a flat tourmaline. So usually I'll put these together and I'll sit on them, because your root chakra is your first chakra, which is at the base of your sacrum. And so you just sort of, lift up your tush and just, slide them under there, and you sit on them so that it's as close to your root chakra as you can get them. And you only really need 5 minutes. Close your eyes, have your feet flat on the ground if you can. If you're not comfortable that way, there's not only one way to meditate. You meditate however you're going to be able to get it done, and you're going to get it done comfortably. I like to put on some nice soft music because it helps me sort of shut my mind off a little bit. So you take the two crystals, you put them onto your root chakra. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, or you feel like you don't want to sit on them and you can feel them, you can just hold them in your hand, and that's fine. The energy is going to go where it's needed. And I just close my eyes, and I just take a couple of nice deep breaths, and I just I imagine, roots coming out of the bottoms of my feet and just attaching me into the ground and really rooting me down into the ground. And one of the things you can do, because your root chakra is red, so you can fill that chakra up with red light, and that helps a lot. You can you know, anything that you need to do to sort of picture that it's open. For me, I always picture the chakras as like one of those box fans that, you know, turns. So sometimes your chakra can have too much energy, and sometimes it can have not enough. It can be unbalanced. You kind of want it right in that center. You want it to be, you know, a nice speed of turning. And so they turn clockwise. And so I always picture a box fan turning. And I just, you know, what I do is I just picture it turning until I feel like my chakra is getting to that level of speed. Or sometimes I just fill it with the light and just imagine anything that's not supposed to be in there, just that red light pushing it right out of that chakra. And that helps too. Seriously, anything that comes to your mind that you can think of, even when you're watching this video, that you might want to do for it, do it, try it, see if it works. If you have anything different that I haven't mentioned on here that you really think is a really awesome idea and you want to share it with us, leave a comment right below the video, because I'm sure everybody who watches these videos would love to have other ideas and options. So I guess I don't know if I went over this in the very beginning. So a couple of symptoms that your root chakra is unbalanced. Literally, you literally feel ungrounded. So you literally feel like you're kind of living up in the clouds. You've got projects that you want to do and you just can't seem to settle down and focus to get them done. You can have some physical, you can have low back pain, you can have constipation, you can have diarrhea, you can have, you know, just an upset stomach. What else? Let's see. You can have chronic fatigue, which I know lots of us suffer from, low energy. So one of the great things about trying to do a root chakra meditation every day is that you kind of combat all the stuff that we live in, all the negative, you know, whether from media, TV, people around you, you know, anything like that. It's really nice to combat that because it's so easy for us to get out of balance. And then it's hard for us to, you know, relax and be happy when our root chakra is out of balance, especially. So, because for me, the root chakra is basically, you know, that's your core. That's you know, if you're not rooted, your other chakras can be semi-balanced, but it's still it's not going to flow evenly. So try that out. If you have any questions or comments, you know, keep them nice and keep them positive. If you have something negative to say about the video, you know, keep it to yourself because nobody wants to hear that. But if you have ideas, if you have, you know, experience with it, anything that you want to share, go ahead and share in the comment section below. I look forward to, you know, seeing your ideas and stuff like that. So, hopefully this helps you guys out on your spiritual journey, and I hope that you enjoyed, and enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.